In this section, we'll look at the flexibility of Spectra's reporting capabilities. It's important to keep in mind that Spectra has hundreds of reports available, and each report contains several different reporting options. As part of this overview, we've provided samples of most of the reports available in Spectra, but if you don't see what you're looking for, please be sure to contact your Spectra representative, as it's likely Spectra already has the reports you require. Because of the integration with Microsoft Office, Spectra reports can be exported to Microsoft Word, Excel, and PDF. We'll look at examples of this integration as we work through this section. First, let's look at how reports in Spectra are run. Reports are located in the Tasks and Reports section of Spectra. The reports are divided into building-specific reports, tenant-specific reports, supplier-specific reports, and banking-specific reports. Under any of these sections, you'll look for your reports under the Select a Report column. For any item that has an arrow on the right-hand side of the button, this means there are additional reports available under that particular subcategory. To show an example of what the selection screen for reports looks like, let's run a basic rent roll. As a side note on rent rolls, Spectra has over 25 rent rolls available in the system, including a rent roll export to Excel. That said, you can be confident that you'll find just the right rent roll for your business. Each report selection screen is broken out into quadrants. The first quadrant, Report Data Selection, allows you to choose whether you'd like to run all buildings in your database, a portfolio or grouping of buildings, or an individual building. This quadrant might change slightly when you run tenant, supplier, or banking reports. The next quadrant is the Report Dating quadrant. This quadrant allows you to choose the date in which you'd like the report to run for. Different reports might have different date options, such as date range. The Include on Report section is different among each report. It lists your choices of items you'd like to include and exclude on any given report. Reporting options will give a few different choices, but for the most part, this quadrant allows you to choose how you'd like the report to sort. Because of the vast number of reports in the system and the many reporting options associated to each report, we've built in a few features to make reporting quick and simple. The first feature we'll look at is Report Defaults. Report defaults allow you to make your selections on any report selection screen and save your selections as your default for the next time you run the report. Let's again use our basic rent roll as an example. As you can see, our selection is now saved and the report is ready to be generated. The next feature, which makes reporting much easier, is the Favorites menu. Much like Internet Explorer's Favorites feature, this will allow you to create a favorites list of your most used functionality, which could include reports for easy access. To add a report to your favorites list, simply run the report you'd like to add. Let's use the basic rent roll that we just ran. Then click on the Favorites menu and choose Add to Favorites. We now have the choice of renaming the report to something that might be more meaningful to you, like, let's call this one Rent Roll Chic Office Tower, and hit OK. The system will confirm that the report has been added to your favorites. Now when we go to our Favorites menu, Rent Roll Chic Office Tower is ready to be selected. Next, we have the Report Group function. This function is very useful if you run a specific group of reports on a regular basis. By creating a report group, the specific reports chosen, including your chosen report defaults, will generate for you in a single step. Let's take a look at how this feature works. You will first go into each report that you'd like to add to the report group and select the reporting options that apply. Ignore the report data selection and report dating quadrants for now. When all options are selected, click on the Add to Report Group button on the toolbar. The report group selection box will pop up on the screen. You may add this report to an existing report group or set up a new report group now. Let's create a new report group. This screen reminds you that the report group will use the options selected on the previous screen. Repeat these steps for other reports you wish to include in the group. Now to run the report group, you will go to System Tasks, Report Notes, and select Report Groups. Choose the report group you'd like to run and enter the dates in which you'd like to run it for. To select specific buildings, choose Edit Report Group and select the specific buildings or portfolio. Then you have two options. The first is to print directly to your printer, and the second is to print to PDF, which will then allow you to email or save the reports you've run. As you can see, both of our selected reports have run using the settings that we predefined. The next area that we will cover in the reporting section of this overview is financial statements. Spectra comes with several financial statements. For a complete listing including samples, please talk to your Spectra representative. For any custom financial statement requirements, Spectra includes a financial statement report writer. Also, with the purchase of Spectra, we offer you 4 hours of financial statement design assistance. Financial statements are found under Building, Select a Report, Financial Statements. You'll have the choice of running fiscal or non-fiscal financial statements. Let's take a look at fiscal. We're now on the financial statement selection screen. Next, we'll select a building or portfolio. Then we'll choose what format it is we want to run. Either a balance sheet, cash flow or income statement, income summary, or trial balance can be chosen. Next, we'll choose the specific report that we'd like to run. We will now have several column heading options to choose from in terms of running the actual financial statement. The first option we have is to create the financial statement as a PDF document. By selecting this option, the report will automatically generate as a PDF, so it's ready to save and email. Our next option is Spectra's financial statement drill down function. This function allows you to drill into any figure on a financial statement to determine the composition of that amount without leaving the screen you're on. Another very popular financial statement option is the Export to Excel function. Because of Spectra's seamless integration with Microsoft Office products, you'll be able to export your financials to Microsoft Excel for further analysis. As you can see, when we select the Export to Excel function, the financial statement seamlessly exports to Microsoft Excel, maintaining its formatting. The last two options, which are standard in all reports in Spectra, are the Preview and Print options.